everybody, and welcome back to another rousing episode of Into the Memory Box. This is our second episode that we've done, and last time I was alone, but this time I have brought in this beautiful, radiant young lady. Actually, I take that back. J-Lo isn't here with us, so I have my mother.
Terrible.
Yes, I am. I pride myself on that. Anyway, I have her here today because unlike last time where I was just sharing stories, because we don't really have that many things in a box per se that like have whole stories behind them pertaining to Halloween, you know what I mean? We're actually going to go through a real memory box today, and I have brought my mother in to go over some of the details that might be a little bit fuzzy in my brain, because as she was an adult when I did a lot of the things in this box, she'll probably have a better memory of most of them than I do. So, how are you today, Mom?
Oh, I'm awesome, Christopher. I love this.
Yeah.
Hi, guys.
So yeah, this is my mother. Don't make fun of her in the comments, please. And
I can take it.
So, Mother, if you could please bring in the memory box.
Okay, Christopher.
Big old memory box here. And essentially what we're going to do is we're just going to open it up. We're going to take one or two things off the top, and then we're going to spend the rest of the time just talking and sharing stories about it. So, since you're my guest today, I will let you have the first pick of what we take out.
I think, I think I'm going to do the top one just because I think this one was one of your favorites.
Yes.
As a young child.
So I will let you, because there is a story behind it. I don't remember the entire thing, but I'll let you just share that story.
So, well, Baby Einstein is, before it was a Disney company, it was led by
Julie Agnes.
Julie Agnes Clark. And Christopher loved little Baby Einstein. There were cartoons, and then of course with cartoons came all of the toys and the puppets, and you might have seen some of Christopher's YouTube videos with the Baby Einstein puppets in the past. I don't know.
And also, if you go back to the Chris J Films YouTube channel, like she was saying, I have over 50, I think, videos just talking about Baby Einstein videos, and those videos are still getting views in the thousands to this day, and that was almost 6 years ago. So
yeah, they're pretty fun.
Yeah.
So Baby Einstein was all about animals and music and puppets, and they just taught babies and young children about music, and they correlated it with artists and other famous people, scientists. So as we go through this, these are called lap books, and we homeschooled Christopher when he was young, and he loved
for about
it.
13 years, right?
You were in 6th grade,
yeah.
7th grade when you went to a public school, so it was quite a few years, but through the 6th grade. But what we did when he was in kindergarten, 1st grade, we did something called lap books, and this one was one of our favorites, and we were able to study one particular thing, and I think I chose this lap book just because Baby Einstein is so fun, and I'm excited because I have not seen this lap book for years.
Well, wasn't it that I wanted to do a lap book on Baby Einstein, and you said no because you didn't want to do one on just the company, so you decided to. We decided to do one on scientists, like we have here, and then one on the artists.
Yes, that's right.
I think we still have that one. I don't know where it is, but this is the one about scientists. So I suppose we should just, of course, on the front you see like all the characters that were in, various videos and such.
Yeah, which I don't remember a lot of their names. Oh, I guess they're right here.
Yeah. Anyway, so looks like in this one we're touching on Isaac Newton, Galileo Galilei, Jane Goodall, and Leonardo Da Vinci. Right away on the front we see the great Jane Goodall. Who obviously works with the primates, even still to this day. I was looking her up a few months ago, and I'm like, wow, she's still alive?
That's amazing. Her love for chimpanzees and animals in general is just awesome.
Yeah.
I love her. So yeah, that's so neat. And so what we did is we just looked up Jane Goodall when Christopher was young, and we did this, and then we just learned about what she did throughout her career of helping monkeys.
And what's really interesting about this is this was all in the pretty early stages of the internet. So to have things like, I think back then we didn't really use Google. We used more ask.com.
Yes.
Do you remember that site?
Yes. And the library. Yes.
Like, the library was a second home to us when we were homeschooling. I barely remember a day that we didn't go there.
You're right.
Like, we were there almost every single day.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun.
But anyway, this was in the very early stages of the internet, so to get all these answers at a time when, like, YouTube wasn't fully established yet even, was just fantastic. So let's just open up to another page here. We have another page about Jane Goodall. Let's see here.
Oh, monkey behavior. So then we studied not just Jane Goodall and her life, but we studied things about monkeys and what they ate and how long they lived. And
yeah, so like this is monkey see, monkey do. So like swing, touch. I have no idea what that word is. One thing that I have gained since these days is penmanship.
Well, yes, you're 19 now, so thank goodness you know how to write.
Jump, compassionate, aggressive. Helpers, friendly, protective. Play, hunters. Does that say tool making? Mm-hmm. Tool making.
Yeah.
One thing that I want to bring up quick is that when we did these, we had like a whole case of gel pens, and that's what you see, like all the different colors of writing in this. That's all gel pens.
Mm-hmm. That's right. I remember the gel pens.
And we had all these different colored of like shiny paper. That's what we used a lot in these. So as we go through these, you're going to see that a lot. Mm-hmm. Like here's a piece about monkey meals, and like I think this is all. Yeah, these are different types of monkeys.
Chimpanzees and things. So yeah, so there was actually a website that I was able to find through our homeschooling group, and it was called something like labbooks.com. And you could print out. So if you're going to study monkeys, well, you could print out, like monkey meals and things like that, things that were already made for you, and then we just printed them out. So we used a lot of print and a lot of paper.
Thousands.
Yeah, it was a lot.
Yeah.
That was a lot of fun. So yeah, so that was Jane Goodall.
All right, so I suppose let's just move on to the next page here. As you can see, this is Leonardo Da Vinci. I don't know why I had trouble saying his name, but
yes.
And one thing that I should mention is that for a lot of this, you did some of the writing.
Yes, because it was a lot of writing. You were only 5 or 6 years old, so I mean, to do all of this writing was a lot, for you. But so this is Leonardo's timeline of his life.
Obviously, you can see where I wrote in the numbers, and then she wrote in all the information. So, born in Italy, near Venice in 1452. So,
pretty awesome.
Just things like that. Oh man, I remember this. This was a instrument that he created.
That's amazing. Right? Yeah.
Yeah, it was. What's the name of it here? The lyre. He played the lyre.
Interesting.
Which I don't know if that's still used today. Like, I can't think of any compositions in the past 100 or so years that have used the lyre.
You'll have to ask your friend Miss Deb K.
Probably.
The librarian. She'd know.
She would.
She knows all about music. And the last one.
Yeah, of course, that was one of the most. That still is one of the most famous paintings ever done.
That's so cool.
And of course, he did the Mona Lisa. Which, interesting thing about that, I don't even know if you know this,
Maybe
but in the Louvre, where the Mona Lisa is kept, it's not even a big picture.
Really?
It's about as big as our print back there.
Is that not? I think it's quite small.
It's probably smaller than that. The reason it's so famous is because it was stolen.
Oh.
Have you heard that story? So it was, nobody really knows how it was done, but like two guys went in after closing and stole the Mona Lisa plus a bunch of other paintings. And
Rude.
it was gone for a good 5 or 6 years, I think. And then they just found it in an apartment and they brought it back to the Louvre, and I think that's like, I might be wrong about that, but I think that's the only one that they found. So that's why it's so famous, because it was, gone for so long and then it came back.
Cool.
So, and then
interesting story.
Yeah. So anyway, like a lot of interesting information about his artwork and such. And obviously he was a scientist, like he created the first flying machine.
Oh, I remember,
So yeah.
Sometimes the lap books are like, they're layered on top of each other. Like you have to keep looking behind these little doors and sheets. It's pretty cool.
We did some pretty intricate stuff, for that. So that's like, remember that? The skeleton of the machines?
That's right, yes. As he was drawing, his drawings were of a lot of mechanical equipment and flying.
And then of course, that's like a very famous drawing.
Man.
Of course, you all probably know that if you can even see it.
But it was Batarius and man.
10 years ago, we probably could have pronounced that.
Yeah. That was a while ago.
So yeah, let's move on to our next.
Well, that's more Jane Goodall.
Oh wow! So I guess some of this is falling out. I suppose that's just what comes from.
Yeah. So what we would do would so this was stapled on top, and then you'd lift that up, and then there's even more information. So it's pretty neat. All right. So the next one.
Okay, Isaac Newton. So a lot of people know Isaac Newton. Well, who doesn't know Isaac Newton?
Right.
Anyway, Isaac Newton, obviously discoverer of gravity. He didn't create gravity. What am I talking about? So yeah, just I remember things like this.
Law of inertia.
Yeah, like all these little cartoons and stuff.
Yes. We did a lot of these scientific experiments.
I remember that. Yeah.
Yes.
Well,
yes.
One thing that was beautiful in the days of homeschooling before, the computer was like the main tool for it, was that we got to do things that essentially no one else in my friend group was doing, except for the other people in the homeschool group.
Right.
So, if we wanted to spend 5 minutes doing math and then the rest of the day out in the woods, like looking at rocks, we would do it.
Yeah, we would. Gosh, we had fun.
Yeah.
Studying lots of different plants and animals and rock formations. Yeah, all of that.
And of course, we lived in a 7-acre wood. So, that was just right out our back door. And I think I learned more from that than I probably would have in a schooling system, though I can't speak for everybody. But
yeah, it was a pretty cool experience.
Just looking at some of my friends, I'm looking at you, Nick.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah, so you're teasing.
No. So yeah, this was like.
Here's more of Sir Isaac Newton.
Yeah.
Look at all of this information on Isaac Newton. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Him and his life, just to go back and look at all of this. The things that he drew and discovered.
This is all.
His telescopes.
This is Galileo.
Oh, it's Galileo. We're at Galileo.
but this is Isaac Newton. This is. Here's an interesting tidbit about Newton. Did you know that he died a virgin and swore off any intimate or relationship activity for his whole life because he was so dedicated to science?
Never knew that.
Yeah, it's true.
Wow.
Also, I can't remember if this is Einstein or him, but he wore the same thing every day, so he would spend like 1% of his brain power, deciding what to wear. Can't remember if that was Einstein or him, but it was one of them.
I remember that story. I remember that. That's awesome.
So yeah, this is. I think on this page here we tried to make a scale. So we had like all. Oh yeah, this was
yes.
This was probably connected to Galileo. We had all. Oh, awesome! One of your friends is here, and we're back. So what we did was we cut out these little squares with the weights on different planets. So like on Earth it would be 75 pounds, on Neptune it's 89 pounds, Jupiter 198 pounds.
Well, at the time, if you remember, we weighed you.
Yeah.
And this is how much Christopher would have weighed if he was like on Pluto. He would have weighed 6 pounds. If you were on Jupiter, 198 pounds. Yes, and at the time, here's your weight. So Christopher, you were 75 pounds.
75 pounds. Wow.
Yes, that was a long time ago. But anyway, so that was kind of fun to figure out how much he would weigh at whatever planet he was on. And then we had the solar system hanging.
We did do that. We did one of those things where we made the planets out of styrofoam balls.
Yes,
that was fun.
That was cool, and like to measure how far,
I think we used that Bill Nye the Science Guy episode for that. Remember?
All the time. Bill Nye. Oh,
he was such a
I would
great
sing
tool.
it, but I don't know how to sing.
Bill Nye the Science Guy. And
Bill.
And I think anyone who is my age or like older probably knows that.
Yes. Yeah, I'm sure he's still being seen in a lot of science classrooms.
We watched him in high school a lot.
Oh, yeah, he described things and explained things in, simple terms.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And a lot of those things, are still easy to understand.
Yeah. What else? Oh.
So this is all about Galileo.
Oh, and here's your favorite guy.
Yeah, Albert Einstein, the discoverer of the nuclear bomb.
Well.
And the theory of relativity as well.
Yeah, so what's in here?
So yeah. Okay, so this is all the things he came up with. So as I said, nuclear energy. Oh, that's interesting. He came up with the patent. He came up with geometry, the atom. What was it? So
it's the explanation.
Yeah. So all the explanations are out of the back. That's really cool, actually.
Yeah.
I kind of forgot about that.
Look at pi.
Oh, that's interesting. I didn't even.
Equation.
Yeah.
Cool. These scientists and this is neat.
Yeah,
it's cool to look back. It's been many years, and then this is the timeline of his life. So then we just picked out certain years that were important in his lifetime. So in 1992 he was awarded the 1921 Nobel Peace Prize for Nobel Prize in Physics. So pretty cool. And then we have a picture of him and his family, and there he is.
That's a famous picture right there.
Yeah, that's cool. And then the year, of course, that they pass away. You have to write that in.
So yeah, it's a really cool thing here.
Oh, I love it.
This is obviously a famous experiment, and I'm sure most of you know this, but Galileo went on top of the Leaning Tower of Pisa. He had 2 stones, one of them big, one of them small. He dropped them at the same time. They both went to the ground and they landed at the exact same time, so that was his proving that gravity is not, limited. I guess that's the right word.
Kind of, yeah. Yeah, that's a great way to put it. Gosh, is that all of them? There's so many little nooks and crannies on here.
Looks like there's... Oh, no, I guess there's not. Okay. So that's the scientist lab book, and I think we have time to look through one more thing.
Maybe
I think.
short one. This one's kind of cool.
Well, here. I was thinking we could look through this.
Oh yeah, what's that?
Big notebook here.
Oh.
Oh, wow. Okay, so this is. I remember this. We were going on a Disney cruise.
Oh.
And my grandma, she got me a journal so I could write down all the things that I saw. Yeah, I would like you to use this journal and write your thoughts and activities during your trip to Florida. So I remember this.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, wow. Okay. So, yeah, that's me as a little idiot.
A little boy with goat.
Yeah.
No, don't call yourself an idiot.
Yeah.
Oh, goat is awesome.
Yeah. Look at him. I've been looking for a new one of this because he went through the wash.
He did a few times.
Years ago. And now I have him framed in my room, and every time I've tried to take him out, a new part of him has just fallen off.
Yeah.
So I'm like, yeah.
He's got to stay in the frame.
Yeah. So let's see. Okay, wow. That's old.
That's Callista.
Yeah.
We went with friends.
We had a lot of friends at that age, or at that time, that we would see a lot.
Yeah, and
There's Duck.
Duck, yeah.
If you watch, well, no, I took a lot of those videos down. Anyway. Oh man, I think this was our first day of homeschooling, because remember you surprised me with the easel.
That's right. Here's Christopher acting as Vincent Van Gogh.
With baby Van Gogh.
With baby Van Gogh. Yes.
Oh, and there's me and my cousin Kyle. I remember these. And
yeah.
It's especially funny because I wasn't allowed to watch SpongeBob, yet I own SpongeBob merchandise.
That's right. You got it from your aunties.
Yeah. Oh man, I remember this.
I know, you guys can't see it. We're looking at it with Christmas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Remember, I think if my memory served me correctly, what was in that box was I asked for a Little People Church one year, and a Little People Church didn't exist. So what my dad did, I love my dad. He took and he got some plywood, and he built a big church.
That's right.
And I think it doubled as a toy box, but I used it as a Little People Church. Because,
that's cool.
Back then we went to church every week.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Oh, there's, this is my grandma, and to the, is that? Yeah, right. That's my Aunt Amy Jo. That's from years back. 2009. Fishing pole. I remember, I think this might have been the day that we were at that thing at the park and I fell in the water. Remember?
Or jumped in.
Did I jump in?
Oh, sure.
He
would just do things like that.
The vegetable race.
Yeah,
so there's there's a lot in here that we can go through in the future.
Yeah.
But I think as for, oh wow.
So Christopher used to do a lot of theater, and he would do it for the homeschool group, he would do it for church, he would do lots of little things. Well, here he's singing the 3, the letter,
No.
3 is the number.
No, that was at the talent show. This is when I wrote that play for Dad on Christmas.
Yes.
That's
right.
Oh, that. I'm
gonna need to look over this. Oh my gosh, yes. Yeah. This is fun.
This is fun.
Oh my gosh.
This is why I like doing this show. And if you guys are enjoying it so far, I want to make more of these. This is a show that had been in development for a long time, and now we're finally actually doing it, and I'm very excited about it. So, thank you guys for watching this installment of Into the Memory Box. I hope you enjoyed. This has been my mother say goodbye, I guess.
Bye. Thank you so much. Yeah, and I don't know. I'd like to do another one of these.
Yeah, I'd love to have you come back on.
Thanks. I appreciate that. See, he loves me.
Yeah, sure. And yeah, thanks for watching Into the Memory Box. We'll see you next time. And before I go, I would just like to say